right, good morning, all you fabulous people. I just wanted to start it off with this market update with a couple disclaimers here. Do not buy this Dawnblade slash Reiner Welcome to Wraith token for $250. This has been listed a couple times, and the price continues to go up. No, luckily, nobody's bought it, hopefully. This is an unlimited token from WTR. Do not buy this. Similarly, uh, Endless Mile Rainbow Foil Unlimited. Do not buy this 200 or $543 unlimited rainbow foil. This is from the same. Oh, it's from the same guy trying to scam people out. These are not worth this. Maybe the $4 one or $9, but there's none on the market. Do not buy this $543 one. That one was ridiculous. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Wanted to start off this morning by talking about the Figments. I think new Prism hype is dying. Who knew heavy hitters releasing a bunch of classes with big attacks would be bad for Illusionist, even though she got a new weapon. The prices are plummeting. I think selling a new adult Prism at $5 is pretty good, but you can pick up a set of Figments for about $40 for the non-foils. I think that's great. I just got another set to hold on to. Prism will have her day. She is pretty good. She's just right now, this is her counter meta. Like everybody just kind of laughs at her. The Figments are dropping in prices from their inflated prices a while back. Saint bought some. Some other collectors, I believe, bought some. These are some of the best looking cards, if not the best looking cards in the game. The Marvels, all around $50. I think some of them can settle a little lower, like Judgment here. I think is the should be the lowest one. It's very not great. It's basically Ward 4. Its effect doesn't do great, but all the other ones are pretty darn good. Tenacity off of the new weapon, I think, is moving to be one of the better ones, giving all your attacks dominate for the rest of the turn. Attacking with this first is pretty strong. But all of these are great. I'm still trying to close out some heavy hitters deals, but these have my eye now. I missed them. I sold some away to pick up some heavy hitters bling, but I might be going back to these. Crown of Dominion Marvel. This one has gone up quite a bit. I think it's becoming more prominent in the gold usage of heavy hitters. I think taking a risk at 230 lightly played is pretty good. I will say the lightly played on the black Marvels kind of shows quite a bit more, so I'd be careful with that. But it's $30 cheaper than the near mint copy, and they've been selling around 270. 230 is about where it was before the heavy hitters announcement of all the gold. It's a gorgeous card. I just don't like the dark Marvels as much. I like the cold foil version of the Crown of Dominion better. But that's personal preference. Mandible Claw Reverse Cold Foil from First Edition Crew. It's gone up quite a bit, but the last sale was 130. There were some selling for like 150, so it's come down a little bit. It might save you $20 off of a seller. Just kind of keep your eye on it. I think this is auto include in KO and maybe even Reinhardt as well, and probably Levia. The cold foil is gorgeous. I had some for a little bit and sold them to a buddy. Then Bravo Marvel or cold foil has come down. This got up to $50-$60 in the LL hype. It's back down to about 44. I think this is a good pickup. It's there's only one on the market at that price, and it goes back up to 50. So it could save you some like $7 picking this guy up. That's a gorgeous Marvel as well. Crown of Providence. This is the first time since I've started playing back in December of 22 that I saw Crown of Providence cold foil under 200. I do think it may be partially due to the new headpiece, Balance of Justice. The more I think about it, that card, Balance of Justice, is better and better than I thought it was. I think Crown is just kind of ye old reliable, but I think Balance of Justice is definitely better in some matchups. It's a it can block for 2 and then draw you a card, so effectively a 5 block off of on your opponent's swing turns too, which is really strong. But Crown, I don't think Crown's going anywhere. I think it will always be in the game. Good generic headpiece. Also, one of my favorite cold foils in the game. Gorgeous. Under 200, I think if they continue to go down, it's probably worth it. Well, look, not 10 days ago, somebody bought one for 230. So I think this is probably a pretty good price. Rampart of the Ram's Head. I don't think any of the Guardians are running this. I think all of them are running the two-handed weapons, Sledge or Anathos or anything like that. This got pumped due to heavy hitters a little bit with the Guardian class coming out. I don't think Bravo runs it. I don't think Victor runs it. I don't think Betsy runs it. Unless you're running some weird UPF deck or maybe like the fatigue of Miller's Grindstone and this. But I think there's the Sledge thing for Victor is more consistent. This is 44 for the rainbow foil. I think it can come down a little bit, probably around 35. And the cold foil, I think, is 55. This was up to 65 a couple weeks ago. Middle of January, it looks like one sold for 65. I think this probably comes back down to 45. I would hold off on this. I don't think it's going to find a place in the meta anytime soon. Speaking of headpieces, Arcanite Skullcap, if you need a budget just block card, as well as the Arcane Barrier, I think Arcanite Skullcap is hard to beat. This Sloop Dupe and others have said this is about a power level of 8, and Crown of Providence is probably 9, 9.5. I think this is probably your best budget headpiece, and at $23 with shipping, I think that's a steal from a Arcane Rising Rainbow foil. The Everfest one's the same price. Buy this one over the Everfest one because it's Rainbow foil and it's from the first 3 sets. This guy I think is awesome. I have 2 right now and I might pick up another one. Great card. New Horizon. I would say this probably has some room to drop. I don't think any Rangers are really running it. Azalea, maybe Riptide. Riptide's probably running it if you do the aggro version. But Riptide's kind of struggling in the meta still. I think Riptide's a really cool hero, but he has yet to show that much results. And look, just April last year, this card was $200. It's already under 100. I think it can drop a little more, maybe. I think 65 would be its absolute low, but 70, 75 I think is a good pickup. But look at this. The cold foil is only $89 when the rainbow is 87. Pick up the cold foil. It's much better looking for $2 more. And to be determined if it's more limited than the unlimited. But this card is really good for aggro ranger. Spoiled Skull. I mentioned this the other day. It was $4, and looks like some people bought the $4 copies because this was short printed. $10 for this, I think, is probably a fair price when it's not in the meta right now. But once again, I think the all Arcane set is looming, and Leviel will want to run this. And this is a great card. It's 60% short printed. Teklavashin Marvel went from like 450 to up to 600 now. Obviously, this is a very limited market. I think maybe you can probably find some back at 500 if you're really interested in it. There was some listed at like 400 and privately on Facebook and Discords and stuff like that. This is obviously an extremely rare card. I think it's really good. Really good if Teklo ever becomes meta relevant. I think he's missing a few pieces. But I think Teklo's a really cool hero, and he can manipulate and do very unique things in the game. Grandeur of Valhalla is the little fable that could. I think this is starting to tick up due to the Everfest shredding, unlimited shredding. as well as I could see this being used in some of the new Guardian decks. Victor, I think especially, would probably benefit from it. It's one of the more singularly useful fables. A pitch and get a Seismic Surge token. Pretty good. Swing Big is just going nuts. This is the high. It's all-time high at $44 for a rainbow foil, which is the cheapest copy on the market. I think you wait the cool if you're not running these in an RTN or big event coming up soon. I think you hold off on these, or maybe even sell these. This is all due KO hype. I think he is the deck to beat right now. He's just full on gas and doesn't slow down. And with Ice out of the meta, I think he doesn't really have anything to slow him down. And Swing Pig it's going to be in every brute deck for the near foreseeable future anyway. Glint the Quicksilver, similarly to Swing Big, I think it's pretty much used in most of weapon-centric decks for Warrior. It's a blue block 3. It gives your weapon go again, and if they defend with a card from hand, you get to draw a card. So I think this is a really good card. I think this is mainly Kasai hype, but it could be Olympia as well. These were $5 for forever. So seeing it at 9 to 10 when Warrior is going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, better in the meta, it's not surprising to me. It's from the first set. Great card. Starstruck. Starstruck has just dropped. This card used to be $30 not too long ago during the Bright Lights era. And now $12 for a non-foil is, I'm pretty sure, the cheapest it's been, other than maybe just a few days ago, which was like $7. I think this card's great. If you're running Bravo, I'm pretty sure you just run 3 of these. The rainbow foil's $12. I'd pick up the rainbow foils. The rainbow foils look really good, by the way. The foiling on the hand is fantastic. I think Bravo just runs this card no matter what. It does a lot of. It's got a big attack. It blocks 3, and it's got a powerful effect, while being a yellow as opposed to a red. So it's pretty usable. And lastly, I think Hold the Line, similar to Balance the Justice effect, I think this card could become more useful again. It spiked a little bit ago during the heavy hitters spoilers. I think this card probably is going to see more play at $250 for a non-foil. I think it's a great pickup. The rainbow foils, I think, are a little bit more expensive at like $6. I'd pick up the non-foils, a full playset, basically, for a rainbow foil. I could see this seeing sideboard, especially against KO, on those nasty Blood Rush Bellatrons or Art of War. I think it's a great card, and $250 to get a pretty solid sideboard option is not too expensive for me. That's all I got for you guys today. Have a good one. Happy Friday. Bye.